general support of the sport of wrestling. The following coaches have been selected as this year's recipients for this prestigious award. The Class 5A Coach of the Year is Jude Wilson of the of Lincoln High School. Congratulations to these great coaches. It's now time to recognize this year's recipient of the Eldon Zimmelman Kansas Wrestling Officials Association Award of Excellence. Eldon Zimmelman demonstrated excellent years of service to the officials and kids of Kansas for more than 40 years. Eldon displayed a passion for the sport that exemplifies the dedication to Kansas wrestling and Kansas Wrestling Officials Association that only he can demonstrate. This prestigious Eldon Zimmelman Award is bestowed upon the person who displays the same passion and enthusiasm for the sport of wrestling. The KWOA hereby awards the Eldon Zimmelman Award of Excellence to someone who has the same initiative, abilities, and devotion to be called one of our great fathers of Kansas wrestling. This year's recipient is J.R. Dumler. J.R. was presented with his plaque at the 321A site in Hayes earlier today. Now please direct your attention to the center of the arena floor. It's time for the Kansas Wrestling Officials Association Award of Recognition for Larry Alley. Larry Alley has given 40 years of service as a wrestling official to the wrestling community of Kansas throughout his career. Larry's leadership as an official and passion for the sport of wrestling has helped the sport grow and flourish. The KWOA this evening would like to recognize Larry's dedication and longtime service as an official to the sport of wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome and thank Larry Alley. At this time, we call your attention once again to the center of the arena floor as we prepare again to make a special presentation. Today it is our honor and privilege to take a few moments to recognize a special group of men and women who have given years of service and dedication to the youth of Kansas. The Kansas State High School Activities Association is pleased to honor the following individuals for service as registered athletic officials. As each official's name is called, we ask that they please step forward and receive the plaque, recognizing your years of service. Making the presentation today is Gary Musselman, Executive Director of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. The 20-year plaque recipients this year are Craig Ewert and Mark Wright. Recipient is Mark Richards. And the 40-year plaque recipient this year is Larry Alley. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in thanking these outstanding individuals for their years of study, preparation, and sacrifice of family time, and most of all, their commitment to the schools and youth in our state. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Hartman Arena and the 2012 Kansas State High School Activities Association Class 5 and 6A State Wrestling Tournament. Of the 4,783 wrestlers who began the season last November, 448 have earned their way to this great state tournament. Please join us in welcoming the best of the best, the 168 medal winners for 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we pause to honor our nation. This evening's national anthem will be performed by the Maize South High School Mandrigal Singers. At this time, we are pleased to introduce to you the officials for tonight's matches. They are Larry Alley, Mark Anderson, Shane Blair, Brad Clark, Craig Ewert, Michael Ford, Michael Fredrickson, Chad Harris, Steve Herman, Shane Coranda, Terry Orvis, Carl Ozarzak, Evan Parr, Ryan Phillips, Chuck Reinert, Dave Richards, Mark Richards, Dan Smith, Aaron Wishman, and Mark Wright.
My buddy says he doesn't see the 6 in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this afternoon, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place medalists were determined in the consolation finals. As these student athletes leave the arena at this time, please help us recognize their accomplishments. this opportunity to mention that after each set of awards are presented this evening, the medalists will have their pictures taken on the upper east side of the lower level. Family and friends are welcome to take photos after the tournament photographer finishes each group. Now let's meet the wrestlers who qualified for these state championship matches you will see tonight wrestling for the title of state champion. In Class 5A at 106 pounds from Goddard, a junior with a record of 38-2, Dakota Leach. His opponent from Park City, a freshman with a record of 37-7, Logan Terrell. Class 6A, 106 pounds from Wichita Heights, a freshman with a record of 24-6, Sean DeShazer. His opponent, a junior from Manhattan with a record of 38-4, Jace Stone. At 113 pounds, Class 5A from Salina South, a senior with a record of 28-7, Javier Vieira. His opponent, a junior from Andover Central with an undefeated record of 39-0, Zach Ginsler. Class 6A at 113 pounds from Wichita Northwest, a junior with a record of 28-6, Michael Lindler. His opponent from Dodge City, a senior with a record of 32-7, Alex Garcia. At 140 pounds, Class 5A, a freshman from St. Thomas Aquinas with a record of 41-1, Isaac Bulgarian. His opponent from Great Bend, a junior with a record of 34-4, Chris Hurley. Class 6A, 120 pounds from Hutchinson, a senior with a record of 6-1, Jonathan Peterson. His opponent from Blue Valley West, a senior with a record of 28-5, Jacob Perez. At 126 pounds, Class 5A, a sophomore from Mill Valley with a record of 36-10, Tyler Dickman. His opponent from Lansing, a sophomore with a record of 36-6, Michael Olson. Class 6A, 126 pounds from Lawrence, a junior with a record of 38-6, Hunter Harrelson. His opponent from Gardner Edgerton, a senior with a record of 28-4, TJ Stokes. Class 5A, 132 pounds, a senior from Lansing with an undefeated record of 43-0, Bo Purcell. His opponent, a junior from Park City with a record of 39-6, Cody Eastman. Class 6A, 132 pounds, a senior from Wichita Heights with a record of 28-11, Barry Newton. His opponent from Garden City, a junior with a record of 32-13, AJ Hurtado. Class 5A, 138-pound wrestlers from Emporia, a senior with an undefeated record of 43-0, Brandon Charbonneau. His opponent from St. Thomas Aquinas, a senior with a record of 41-3, Tommy Williams. Class 6A, 138 pounds, a sophomore from Junction City with a record of 28-6, Andrew Millsap. His opponent from Wichita Northwest, a senior with a record of 27-9, Eric Perez. Class 5A at 145 pounds, a senior from Goddard with a record of 36-7, Lincoln Lemon. His opponent from Wheaton, a senior with a record of 37-2, Miles Johns. At 145 pounds in Class 6A, a sophomore from Gardner Edgerton with a record of 40-3, Dustin Williams. His opponent from Derby, a junior with a record of 32-8, Ben Becker. At 152 pounds, Class 5A, from Park City, a senior with a record of 21-3, Tyler McMichael. His opponent, a senior from Andover Central with a record of 38-1, Alex Bonds. Class 6A, 152 pounds from Olathe North, a senior with a record of 26-3, Rory Hogg. His opponent from Shawnee Mission South, a senior with a record of 39-9, Clay Pierce. At 160 pounds, Class 5A from Goddard, a senior with a record of 28-4, Tyler Kimball. His opponent from Seaman, a junior with a record of 26-6, Brian Guillen. At 160 pounds, Class 6A, from Olathe Northwest, a senior with a record of 40-1, Connor Middleton. His opponent from Shawnee Mission North, a senior with a record of 38-6, Cody Carson. At 170 pounds, Class 5A, from Goddard, a senior with a record of 25-4, Manny Capps. His opponent, a sophomore from Hayes, a record of 38-1, Preston Weigel. Class 6A, 170-pound wrestlers from Manhattan, a senior with a record of 36-6, Ryan Wood. His opponent from Wichita Heights with an undefeated record of 29-0, a senior, Matt Reed. At 182 pounds, Class 5A, from Shawnee Heights, a junior with a record of 37-2, Nick Mack. His opponent from Andover, a senior with a record of 37-4, Hunter Weddington. Class 6A, 182 pounds, from Manhattan, a senior with a record of 33-10, Trey Campbell. His opponent from Lawrence, a senior with a record of 37-2, Reese Wright Conklin. At 195 pounds, Class 5A, from Andover Central, a senior with a record of 24-11, Preston Sullivan. And his opponent from Newton, a junior with a record of 31-3, Dylan Archer. 195 pounds, Class 6A, from Manhattan, with a record of 33-7, a senior, Ty Suggs. His opponent from Wichita Heights, a senior with a record of 34-2, Ulysses Dishazer. Class 5A at 220 pounds, from Cape Mount Carmel, a senior with an undefeated record of 46-0, Luke Bean. His opponent from Hayes, a senior with a record of 38-2, Ash Driley. 220 pounds, Class 6A, from Leavenworth, a junior with a record of 41-1, Nathan Butler. His opponent from Lawrence, with a record of 38-6, Brad Wilson. At 285 pounds in Class 5A, from Mill Valley, with a record of 37-5, a senior, Zach Callahan. His opponent from St. Thomas Aquinas, a senior with a record of 37-1, Eric Mason. And in Class 6A at 285 pounds, from Wichita Northwest, a senior with a record of 33-1, Therese Griffin. And his opponent from Topeka, a junior with an undefeated record of 30-0, Will Geary. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and we are ready to begin the championship finals for 2012 KSHSAA.
Welcome back to the Kansas High School Wrestling State Champions. We're here with 5A Matt, Ryan Jilka, covering this for Fox Sports Midwest. Quick update on the scores. In first place in 5A, Arc City has a score of 153.5 points. Second place, Newton, 139.5. Third place, Goddard, 126.5. Tied for fourth, St. Thomas Aquinas and Andover Central with 117.5. And in sixth place, Topeka Seaman, 109 points. We're getting ready to start off the 106-pound match. We're going to have Dakota Leach, a junior from Goddard. He's 38-2. He's taking on Logan Terrell of Arc City. And action begins. Logan Terrell's in the gold singlet. Dakota Leach in the white. Wrestlers Keeping the action in the middle. Dakota looks like he's trying to work his way into that leg. He gets there. See if he can pick it up and finish. He's good once he gets to his feet. No points yet. Terrell still holding on. Now there's 2 for Leach. Minutes gone by in this first period. Leach is going to try to get a cheap tilt in here, it looks like. Terrell's holding on to that leg. Good wrestling on the edge. See if he can get out. No, they step out of bounds. And Terrell's on bottom. 46 seconds left in the first period. Hope you're all enjoying the 5A state championships. Once again, as we begin, I'd like to remind you, if you would like to purchase a copy of the state championships from Hartman Arena here, you go on to prepfilms.com, and they'll take care of you there. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Terrell trying to get a reversal. Dakota steps over, and they go out of bounds with 26 seconds left. Goes out of bounds over by the Goddard coach. His coach Means letting him know what he wants him to do. Dakota's riding tough. Got that arm barred right there. 8 seconds left in this period. Trying to get that arm bar on the back. Not going to happen right there, but they run out of time. Going to end the first period. 2-0 Leach of Goddard. He gets choice. Leach defers. Terrell says he's going to take bottom. Whistle blows. Terrell up to his feet. He's going to have to return him to the mat. Let's make the attempt. Gets him back. Terrell's trying to hip him over. Going to have to scramble from that wizard position. Terrell comes to his feet. He's going to get one, and he does. We're neutral. Minute 41 left in this period. Back on their feet. Just a reminder, after the 113-pound championship match, we'll start the awards. There is a streaming camera set up on the awards podium. I'll do my best. I do not have a cheat sheet for all the places, but I'll do my best to keep you informed. .53 seconds remain in this second period. It's a 2-1 score. Dakota Leach of Goddard on top at this time. Terrell's got the arms, tries a little throw by. Dakota scrambles out of bounds. 24 seconds left in the second period. Looks like maybe got a little blood on his body. They ran just a couple seconds of blood time. Now they're just cleaning up. Return to the mat. There's 24 seconds left in this period. Men are in neutral position. Terrell had a big win over the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, Highness of St. Thomas Aquinas. Working hard. Little shuck by Leach. They both work off the mat again. 1 second left in the second period. Leach's choice. He's going to take bottom. Once gets his headgear fixed, we'll be ready for action. Third period begins. Leach to his feet. Terrell gets him back to the mat. And they go out of bounds. Minute 48 remaining in the regulation time here. Dakota Leach back to his feet. Terrell's going to step inside. May try to set up a side-by-side. If he can get that extended, he'll try to roll through, set up near fall. Leach's got to get his leg out. Looks like he's done that. Still working that side headlock. Leach comes out of it, back to his feet, and they go out of bounds. Minute 8 remaining in the third period. Terrell covers. Has the breakdown. Picks Leach up. Gets out front, goes ahead and Leach gets the escape. He's got a 3-1 lead, 58 seconds left in regulation. He's going to have to move forward if he doesn't want to get hit with a stall call. Front head, block, snap down. Still on their feet, 34 seconds left. Terrell stalks Leach. Leach got a nice little shuck by there. If he can spin around and get 2 more, secure a win. There's 24 seconds left. Plenty of time for both wrestlers. Terrell only needs 2 to tie it. 18 seconds left. Ten seconds. Leach with the little snap by. 3, 2, 1. Goddard has their first state champion of the 2012 season. Dakota Leach at 106 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, your current 28 state champion at 106 pounds.
Congratulations, both wrestlers. Congratulations, state champion, Dakota Leach, Goddard High School. Action on the 6A mat. It's about to wrap up. Well, actually, it looks like they're going to go into overtime. That's the Shazer of Heights and Stone of Manhattan. Last week at regionals, the Shazer, I believe, had the injury default in the final, so these two did not meet last week. They're in overtime now. We won't start a new match on 5A mat until the same weight is wrapped up on the 6A mat. And of course, after the 113-pound weight class, we'll wait for the awards presentations on the podium. Coming up on the 5A mat at 113 pounds for the championship, Javier Vieira of Salina South will be wrestling two-time state champion Zach Gensler of Andover Central. Zach's just a junior, going for his third state title, working towards being one of the state's premier four-time state champions. While the action continues in overtime on the 6A state mat. KSHSAA is on bottom, Stone on top, trying to ride him out. I'd like to take the opportunity to say hello to all the people serving our country that may be watching online. I have a nephew that I know is listening, Adam McManus. Joined the Navy, working on submarines. Can't be here, he's a former Goddard wrestler. As you can probably hear in the background, DeShazer wins a state championship. One of many DeShazers has done so, and he's a freshman. Gives him an opportunity to try to be another four-time state champion. Now up, 113-pound state championships. 5A. We've got Javier Vieira of Salina South. He's taking on Zach Gensler of Andover Central. Mark Anderson will be officiating this match. Action begins. 113-pound championship match. Both men wearing gold singlets. Gensler has some white tights sticking out of the bottom of his singlet. They go off the mat. Vieira's got a black headgear on one side. Looks like it's taped on the other. .30 seconds into the match. No score. They stop the match because Vieira's headgear slips down over his eyes. Action continues.
All 106-pound medalists, please report. West end of the arena floor. All 106-pound medalists, please report.
Gensler with the takedown. 2-0 lead with 1:10 left in the first period. Like I said earlier, Zach is attempting to win his 3rd state title, and he's a junior. Speaking to his dad earlier, asked him what his plans are. He said, of course, he's not sure yet, but he's obviously a very good student as well as athlete, as Stanford has talked to him about possibility of wrestling for them. Two to 1. Gensler with another takedown, 4-1. 35 seconds remain in the first period. Gensler rides tough. He's got a great cross-face cradle he likes to use. One of his many moves in his arsenal. Vieira's trying to get to his feet. He throws the leg over. Time ticks down, 2-1. Time, that's the end of the first period. Zach Gensler of Andover Central. He leads 4-1. He wins the coin toss, elects to take bottom. Gets their hip heist to a escape. Wrestling goes out of bounds. Going to return to the mat with 1:43 in this match, or in the second period. Gensler has a 5-1 advantage.
Wrestlers, a reminder, you are required to be in wrestling attire, warm-up attire, school-issued uniform attire to participate in the medal ceremonies.
Minute 15 in the second period left. Wrestlers go out of bounds. Gensler stopping Vieira. He keeps the action moving the whole match. Out of bounds. Vieira gets called for his first warning for stalling. Now he gets a caution for a false start. We're down to 40 seconds remain in the second period. Again, Gensler has a 5-1 advantage. After this match, we'll have the 106-pound awards presentation. Seven seconds remain in this period. And the second period comes to an end. 5-1 Gensler. Vieira chooses to take bottom. Gensler shows optional start. He cuts Vieira. 5-2. Gensler in on an ankle. No points yet. There's 2 for Gensler. 7-2. Action stops with 1:28 remaining in third period. Gensler shows optional start again. Cuts him. 7-3. Action here is from the 113-pound match in 6A. Gensler just tied up 4-4, short time left. Over here on the 5A mat, Gensler with 1:10 remaining. Look for his third state title. He's got a 4-point lead. We're down to a minute in regulation. Gensler in deep, turns the corner. There's 2 more for him. He's got a 9-3 advantage now. And he's not done wrestling. And cuts Vieira. They go out of bounds. There's 33 seconds remaining in this match. Action moves to the edge of the mat. 16 seconds. 5-point advantage for Gensler. There's another takedown. 11-4 with 10 seconds left. Follows Vieira as time expires. Congratulations, Zach Gensler, junior from Andover Central. Another state championship. Well done. Good sportsmanship in the middle of the mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 5A champion at 113 pounds, from Andover Central, Zach Gensler.
Now we're going to prepare for the 106-pound medal presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 106-pound medalists.
Sixth place medal winner from St. Thomas Aquinas, Luke Hennis.
Fifth place medal winners, Class 5A, Valley, Landon Scott.
Landon Scott,
And in Class 6A,
freshman,
Junction City,
5th place from Mill
Brandon
Valley at 106.
Fourth place medalist, Class 5A, 106 pounds from Emporia, Max Detweiler.
4th place goes to Emporia's Max Detweiler.
Finisher from Lawrence Kristen Starr. Class 5A, third place medalist from Cape and Mount Carmel, Parker Howell.
Parker Howell, Cape and Mount Carmel's 106-pounder. 3rd place. 2nd place is going to be Arc City's Logan Terrell.
Kansas City, Logan Terrell. And state runner-up Class 6A from Manhattan, Jace Stone. State champions at 106 pounds.
And for 5A, your state champion,
With a record of 39-2 from Goddard,
Dakota Leach, Goddard Lion. Congratulations, all these young men. Well done.
106 pounds, a freshman with a record of 25-6 from Wichita Heights, Sean Dishhazer. Ladies and gentlemen, represent the 106-pound medal winners. Wrestlers, reminder, yes, that after the medal
Getting ready to start our 120-pound championship match on the 5A state championship mat. We're going to have freshman from St. Thomas Aquinas, Isaac Dogarian. He's a freshman with a 41-1 record, and he's taking on a junior from Great Bend, Chris Burley, who comes in with a 34-4 record.
376 from St. Thomas Aquinas, Isaac Bulgarian. His opponent from Great Bend, Chris Early.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Class 6A championship match, match number 376 at 120 pounds from Hutchinson, Jonathan Peterson. His opponent from Blue Valley West, Jacob Perez.
All right, we're going to begin the action here. Dogarian's coming in low approach. Dogarian's in the white with pinstripes. Burley wearing the red and black with the Great Bend Panthers. Nice little duck by Dogarian for 2. Minute 27 left in the first period. Dogarian's got a 2-0 lead. Burley working for an escape. Go to the edge of the mat. Dogarian returns him to the mat. Looking for a turn. Burley fights it off, you out of bounds. Looks like Burley may have dinged his arm a little bit, but he wants to keep wrestling. Nope, looks like we're going to take a little bit of injury time. Hope he's okay. After watching him throughout this tournament, we know he's tough. He's back on his feet. He's ready to wrestle. Coach saying that take a little bit more time. As you probably know, a wrestler can have one injury timeout as long as it doesn't last more than a minute 30. If he takes a second injury timeout, then you can only accumulate a minute 30 of injury time. But if he takes a second injury time, then his opponent gets the opportunity to choose the position he starts. Advantage there being if the opponent believes he can get off bottom, usually he'll take bottom to earn that escape point. Dogarian, false start. Burley to his feet. Spins, but Bulgarian elevates, returns from the mat. He's going to try to stay between those legs and work his way up. Burley crawls out. Looks like Bulgarian's got a bar arm half. Half comes off. Got 28 seconds remaining in this first period. St. Thomas Aquinas' Isaac Bulgarian has a 2-point advantage. Looking for a tilt. He's met near fall criteria. I believe the official was looking at Bulgarian's back to make sure he hadn't put both of his shoulders down. He had not. Gets his 3-point near fall. Bulgarian's got a 5-point lead going into the second period. He wins the coin toss and chooses to take bottom. Bulgarian gets one, escape. Then comes in, gets 2-point takedown. He's got an 8-point advantage, a minute 33 remaining in the second period. He's got a half in. He's going to try to get more near fall and work for a pin. Does not. Burley fights it off. Not sure. It looked like the official called an illegal hold with his mechanics, but then I think he pointed out that maybe he'd grasped the headgear. That would be a technical violation, but regardless, it's a 1-point penalty. Burley also gets an escape, so it's 8-2. Bulgarian works in, trying to get a takedown, but Burley still holding that ankle. Now Bulgarian's got 2. Extends his lead to 10-2. 38 seconds remaining in the second period. Potentially dangerous called. .20 seconds remain in the second period. Freshman Isaac Bulgarian of St. Thomas Aquinas. He's got an 8-point lead. Last couple seconds of this period. Period ends. And it's Burley's choice. Burley chooses neutral. Wrestlers tied up on the edge of the mat. Action goes off the mat, returns to the middle with a minute 35. Remain in the third period.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 6A champion at
Got a 12-2 advantage. Minute 10 remaining in this period. Minute left in regulation. Stalemate's called. 41 seconds remain. Burley gets set. Bulgarian covers. The match to end with this score. Isaac Bulgarian would earn his team a bonus point to go along with his placement points. 10 seconds left. St. Thomas Aquinas, they're looking to move into third place if they can. Bulgarian, 3 more near fall. There's 5 seconds left. Short time, but if he can get 2 more points, match would end in a technical fall. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Match comes to an end. Congratulations, St. Thomas Aquinas. Isaac Bulgarian, state champion at 120 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 5A state champion at 120 pounds from St. Thomas Aquinas, Isaac Bulgarian.
Chris Burley shows great sportsmanship, not only shaking the other coach's hands, but the officials. Obviously in a great deal of pain as he leaves the mat. But a great state tournament for him. Now for the 113-pound awards presentation. Again, in Kansas, we give medals to the top 6 placers in each bracket. Again, in 6th place in 5A from Mill Valley, Logan Marks, freshman. 5th place, another freshman from Arc City, Marco Perez. In 4th place from Kansas City Turner, PJ Cheney. Class 5A, 3rd place, Devin Ortega from Goddard. Your 2nd place finisher, state runner-up, 113 pounds, Javier Vieira of Salina South. And your state champion at 113 pounds from Andover Central, Zach Gensler. Again, a 3-time state champion. Next year he'll be coming in looking for his 4th state title.
A junior with a record of 29-6 from Wichita Northwest High School, Michael Lindler. Ladies and gentlemen, 113-pound state medal winners.
Now on the 5A championship mat from Shawnee Mill Valley, sophomore Tyler Dickman. And from Lansing, another sophomore, Michael Olson. Official for this match will be Mike Fredrickson.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Class 5A championship match at 126 pounds. This is match number 380. From Mill Valley, Tyler Dickman. His opponent from Lansing, Michael Olson.
Tyler Dickman comes into this match 36-10 on the season, and Michael Olson 36-6. Action begins. Dickman's wearing the silver singlet. Olson, black and red.
Updated team scores following the 120-pound matches. In fifth place, Class 5A, 150 points, Andover Central. Fourth place, 122.5 points, St. Thomas Aquinas. Third place, 130.5 points, Goddard. Second place, 139.5 points, Newton. And in first place, following the 120-pound matches, Class 5A, 153.5 points, are Kansas City. Class 6A updated team scores following 120-pound matches. Fifth place, 97 points, Wichita Northwest. Fourth place, 108.5 points, Lawrence. Third place, 109.5 points, Derby.
Action continues in the middle of the mat. Now they move to the edge a little bit. Olson's got a 2-on-1, comes off of it. Nice snap down. Dickman takes a shot. Olson's got that far elbow. Looks like maybe going to wait on a stalemate, which they get. Back on their feet with 26 seconds remaining in this first period. Olson with the shot. Dickman defends, back on their feet. Time expires. 0-0 after the first period. Mill Valley's choice. Dickman's going to take bottom to start the second period. Olson says optional start. He cuts Dickman. 1-0 for Mill Valley. Olson, little slide by, gets his takedown. He's got a 2-1 lead with 1:45 remaining in the second period. Lets him loose, 2-2. Action continues on their feet. Again, Olson in the red and black. Dickman in the silver singlet. .45 seconds remain in the first period. 2-2. Olson gets around behind again. Another takedown. That's a 4-2 advantage for Olson with 30 seconds left in the second period. He's had 2 takedowns and Dickman's had 2 escapes. Action moves out of bounds. 20 seconds remaining in this period. Olsen decides he's going to ride the period out if he can. Bigman tries to escape, but Olsen gets him down, gets him in a half. He gets the pin. The 2012 state champion at 126 pounds, Michael Olsen of Lansing. Great tournament for that young man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 5A champion at 126 pounds from Lansing, Michael Olsen.
Again, we will not move on until after the awards. The 6A mat is just beginning their second period. We'll return for the awards. Right now I'm being joined by the head of the Kansas State High School Activities Association, Gary Musselman. How are you doing today?
Doing really well. 2.5 days into wrestling, starting to lose a little energy here, but these kids aren't, that's for sure.
Yeah, I understand, yeah, because we had to start the 3-2-1A championships a day early to accommodate a Fort Hays State regional.
That's correct, NCAA regional, and we made an adjustment, just a one-year adjustment to try to help their college as well as keep our tournament structure unaltered for those athletes to have the same tournament that we've always had, not to compress things and rush them.
And that's a wonderful tournament. When I was a Fort Hays State wrestler, we got to work it, and that's a great opportunity.
It is. They embrace the event. They love it. We're blessed in Kansas with lots of wonderful wrestling, folks that support wrestling, love wrestling, and embrace these tournaments all across the state.
Absolutely. And speaking of facilities, we're at Hartman Arena. It's a wonderful place to watch the state finals. And now we've got a new opportunity with Fox Sports Midwest coming in and putting all 8 mats throughout the tournament online.
Yeah, this is a partnership. We're involved in an agreement with a company called Play On Sports. And they, of course, then go out and find various distributors of content programming, in this case Fox Sports Midwest, and this is obviously a new undertaking for us. I was sharing with you here before we went on the air that yesterday's matches, according to the data that was reported to me today, these 8 mats at the state tournament here in Wichita, we had 138,000 views of individual views through the internet yesterday. No one mat had fewer than 14,000 views during the day, which tells you the interest that literally is around the world. And of course, we understand we've got a great crowd here, but there are lots of people that are not able to come. You know, we've got guys in the service, men and women across the world that maybe have a relative here, a son, somebody, a grandson, obviously people all across the state. So it gives them an opportunity to be part of this.
Right, I shared with the crowd. I have a nephew that he's in the Navy, and he's stationed on the East Coast right now, and he was a Goddard wrestler, and he texted me and said, hey, I'm watching that. I mean, he really appreciated getting to see his old team and, you know, just the Kansas wrestling community in general online. Of course, with the numbers you shared, it scares me a little bit for what I've been doing, but.
You're talking to a lot of people here. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're getting ready for the awards presentation. I'd like to tell you how much we appreciate what Kansas State High School Activities Association has done for wrestling, and you know, can't wait to see all the improvements. We really appreciate Mark Lentz and the job he's done.
Sure.
You know, Rick Bowden did it for a long time, did a great job, and I really like Mark's attitude towards it and his energy.
Appreciate that very much. Mark's worked hard and done a great job, and obviously, as you said, Rick Bowden for 18 years did a great job with our wrestling program. We're very proud of both gentlemen.
Good, good. We're going to go ahead and do the awards presentation now. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Wichita South, Devin Tiger. 4th place medalist, Class 5A from Newton, Quentin Harrison. And in Class 6A from Wichita Heights, Frank Jones. 3rd place, Class 5A from Cape and Mount Carmel, Patrick Burris. And in Class 6A, Arden City, Anthony Calderon.
All right, and our 5A state placers getting their awards right now. 6th place in 5A. Sorry, I'm not going to interrupt the announcer right now. They just awarded Isaac Dolgarian his state championship. He's one of the freshmen that he's won this tournament. He's got a chance for 4 state titles. Chris Burley was 2nd at Great Bend. 3rd place went to Patrick Burris of Cape Mount Carmel and Quentin Harrison of Newton. 4th place, Ben Lightfoot of Andover Central took 5th, and Zach Pittman of Topeka Seaman was your 6th place finisher. Congratulations to all of these young men, the job well done. And now on the 5A state championship match, we're getting ready for another special event. We've got Cody Eastman of Ark City. He's a junior with a 39-6 record. He's facing Bo Purcell, a senior from Lansing at 43-0. Bo is going for his 4th state title. Starts off, he's still working for that first takedown. Still working. Eastman's not going to give it up easy. He's going to scramble as hard as he can. There's 2 for Bo. Of course, he just watched his teammate win a state championship, Michael Olson. Minute 34 remaining in the first period. Eastman's wearing the gold singlet for the Bulldogs. And Bo Purcell, he is in white. Purcell cuts Eastman. 2-1, minute 15 remaining in the first period. Action continues in the center of the mat. Minute left in the first period. One of the great things about wrestling, you saw Michael Olson win his state title. He's a sophomore, but as you know, he's working out with a potential 4-time state champion, a 3-time state champ for sure, every day in practice. And I'm sure Bo made Michael much better, but Michael also made Bo better, getting to work out with him. A lot of people look at wrestling as just an individual sport, but there's absolutely a team component that comes into play. Four seconds remaining. Looks like we're going to go into the second period. Purcell with a 1-point advantage over Eastman. Eastman, like I said, is a junior. He came into this tournament 39-6, or into this match 39-6. Purcell won the flip. Chose to defer the choice. Eastman decides to take bottom. Eastman crowds Purcell. Bo throws a leg in. Of course, Cody Eastman, not only working for an individual state title, he's trying to help his Arc City Bulldogs win another state championship. Stalemate called. I'd like to also mention that the referee on this mat, Larry Alley, will be retiring after 40 years of service to the wrestling community as an official. Eastman back to his feet. Purcell's got that leg in, comes back to the mat. Still has a cross body. 50 seconds left in the second period. Still 2-1. Eastman's not about to concede the victory. And of course, in these state finals, anything can happen. Talked about Bo's practice partners. Well, Cody Eastman, he's got Colby Waters at the weight lower than him, and Wyatt Villers at the weight above him. He's got a great workout group every day in the practice room as well. 7 seconds remain in the second period. Purcell leads by a point. False start. Oh, looks like Larry Alley's saying that was on him. Second period ends. Still 2-1. Purcell chooses bottom. Eastman drops in on the leg. Still in control. Out of bounds. No change. Purcell hustles back to the middle, takes his position. Eastman covers. Eastman called for stalling. Top man has to return or attempt to return bottom man to the mat once they're on their feet. Easier said than done sometimes, but if the official believes he's not making a legitimate attempt, he will call him for stalling. Again, contrary to popular belief, there is not a 5-second rule to return the man to the mat. The official just has to believe that the top man's making a legitimate attempt. A minute left in this match, or in the regulation, as they go out of bounds. Purcell back to his feet. They go out of bounds. 48 seconds left in regulation. Purcell's got a leg elevated. There's a reversal. He's got a 4-1 advantage with 33 seconds remaining. Wrestling goes out of bounds. 31 seconds on the restart. Purcell's riding tough. Eastman looking for a switch. Now he's up to his feet. 12 seconds remaining in regulation. Got a 3-point advantage for Bo Purcell. He's 5 seconds away from a 4th state title. And that's the match. Congratulations, Bo Purcell. 4-time Kansas State champion wrestler for Lansing High School. Much credit goes to Cody Eastman as well. He went out and fought hard every second of that match. Outstanding effort by both wrestlers. Bo goes over. He's going to give his coach a hug. Coach Charbonneau of Emporia goes over to congratulate both coaches and wrestler as he prepares to watch the 138-pound championship match where his son will attempt to complete an undefeated season and win a state championship. Excitement on the 6A mat. Got a Garden City wrestler against Wichita Heights.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 6A champion, 133 pounds from Garden City, AJ Hurtado.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 126-pound state medalists.
Now we're getting ready for the awards presentation of the 126-pound wrestlers. Sixth place from Emporia, Skylar Carlson. Fifth place in 5A from Hayes, Kansas, Derek Stiles. In fourth place for 5A, Lucas Mackey of Cape of Mount Carmel. Third place, Colby Waters, Arc City wrestler. In second place at the 126 pounds for 5A from Shawnee Mill Valley, Tyler Dickman. And your state champion at 126 pounds from Lansing, Michael Olson. Congratulations. Again, Michael's a two-time finalist, one-time champion, and he's only a sophomore.
A junior with a record of 39-6, state champion at 126 pounds, Hunter Harrelson. Ladies and gentlemen, 126-pound state medal winners.
And now up on the championship mat, 138 pounds for 5A. Brandon Charbonneau, a senior from Emporia, 43-0 at this point. Be wrestling Tommy Williams, another senior of St. Thomas Aquinas. He's 41-3. Action begins on the 5A mat. Charbonneau in red. Williams in the white with pinstripes. Had a chance to talk to Coach Charbonneau prior to the finals and talk to him about the energy he brings. Of course, most of these high school coaches do a tremendous job with their wrestlers, but I've really been watching Coach Charbonneau, and even though they're not in the hunt for a team title this year, every match his wrestlers win, every time they give their effort, he's as excited as anyone in this crowd for them. Like he says, they give their heart and soul, they give so much time and energy to this sport. He just can't help but love when his kids are successful. 55 seconds remain in the first period, 0-0. Seconds left in the first period. Still 0-0. Charbonneau with a little slide by. They don't give him the points yet. There it is. There's two as they go out of bounds. Take down Brandon Charbonneau. Five seconds remain in the first period. Little inside switch attempt by Williams. Charbonneau fights it off. No change. Williams wins the flip, defers. Charbonneau is going to take bottom position to start the second period. Charbonneau to his feet. Spins his hips, gets an escape. He's got a 3-0 lead, minute 40 left in the second period. Charbonneau takes a shot on the edge. Williams behind both arms. No points are awarded. Very close. Official didn't believe there was control. Now they talk, but back on our feet. Williams showing some great counter wrestling. They go out of bounds with 57 seconds remaining in the second period. Brendan Charbonneau of Emporia has a 3-0 lead. Wrestling goes out of bounds. Stall warning against Williams. The official didn't think he was doing enough offensively. You get one free warning. Second one would cost you a point. Charbonneau in on a leg and try to work up to that second leg. Williams has a whizzer in. Tries to throw it by. He does. No call by the official. Time expires. No points given. Not a very popular no call from the Aquinas fans. And that's a call a lot of times you would see the wrestler get to. Obviously, I'm farther away from the action. He may have seen that Charbonneau had something that I couldn't see. Wrestling continues. We've got a 3-1 match as Williams has the escape. Charbonneau attacks on the edge of the mat. Tries to cut through the middle. Williams stays in tight. Williams, very good scrambler. Stalemate's called. Back to their feet. Minute 27 remaining in regulation. Now Charbonneau's called for stalling as he backs up to the edge. Charbonneau with the shot. Back to neutral, minute 12 remaining in regulation. Charbonneau had 2-on-1. They go out of bounds. 56 seconds. Out of bounds now, 46 seconds. Williams trying to turn that corner, see if he can get two. Charbonneau, good defense. Now he's in good position if he can cut through the middle there. Of course, we've seen Williams. Great defense on the edge. No control. Craig Ewert's the official. We're down to 7 seconds. Time expires. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Charbonneau, 44-0 from Emporia, 2012, 138-pound state champion. Again, both men wrestled extremely well. Brandon goes over, gives Dad a big hug. Special relationship. Of course, a lot of people know that Coach Charbonneau was a great band coach for many years. Came to Emporia, having great success there as well. Great wrestling family. Great family.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 6A champion at 138 pounds from Junction City, Andrew Nilsson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present the 132-pound state medalists.
Behind the Rocky music, here come our state placers at 132 pounds, making their way to the podium.
Sixth place medalists, class of today from Andover Central, Luke Lee.
In sixth place, Luke Lee of Andover Central.
Wichita South, Caleb Gordon.
Fifth place, from Emporia, Bryce Dakin. And in fourth place in 5A, Anthony Menares of Newton. In third place, from Great Bend, Greg Burley. Second place at 132 pounds from Arkansas City, Cody Eastman. Now for a special presentation, 132 pounds, Bo Purcell.
Ladies and gentlemen, a four-time state champion, senior from Lansing, Bo Purcell.
Standing ovation should be coming for him. Congratulations, young man. That is an outstanding high school career.
A junior with a record of 33-13 from Garden City, A.J. Hurtado.
pounds, this is match number 392. From Goddard, Lincoln Lemon. His opponent,
Now for the 145-pound championship match. Senior from Goddard, Lincoln Lemon. His opponent, a senior from Newton, Miles Johns. Lemon sporting the white singlet with blue trim. Johns, black singlet with gold. Couple of different styles here, both outstanding wrestlers. Johns wrestles for head coach Jude Wilson. Lemon wrestles for head coach Brett Means. .30 seconds gone by. Still 0-0. John's in on legs. Lemon turns. Lemon's going to try to stay on the waist. Nice defense. Well, there's two for Johns. They go out of bounds with 42 seconds remaining in the first period. Lemon with an escape. 35 seconds left in the first period. Johns controls a hand tie.
In second place, 146.5 points, Wichita Heights. And in first place, following 138-pound matches, Class 6A with 161.5 team points, Manhattan.
I'd like to remind everyone, if you'd like a copy of this DVD for the 5 or 6A state championships here at Hartman Arena, you can go to prepfilms.com. As the first period comes to end, 2-1 advantage for Miles Johns. Second period begins. Johns with an escape. 3-1. For the Newton Railer. Lemon's got a front headlock, trying to snap him down, spin around. Johns fights out of it. Lincoln Lemon. Also a cross-country runner and track athlete. With the 3 sports that he does, he's qualified for 10 state championships. Also a Heisman Award candidate for the state of Kansas. Lemon gets warned for stalling. A minute remaining in the second period. Stalemate called. 37 seconds remaining in the second period as the action starts. Lemon pushes the action to the edge. 14 seconds left in this period. Five seconds left in the second period. Time expires with both men on their feet. Lemon chooses to take bottom to start the third period. Miles Johns elects to give them 1 point, and they'll start on their feet. So it's 3-2 to begin the third period. Johns in on a shot. Gets the other ankle, no points. Now there's two. And Johns takes a 5-2 lead. Lemon set. Johns covers. Lincoln straight to his feet, turns. Lemon up. It's 5-3 match. Minute 5 remaining in the third period. Johns ties up the arm. Lemon's going to have to push the action. Lemon's got good offense. Johns keeps controlling the hands. 45 seconds remains in regulation. .35 seconds. A little surprised we haven't seen a stall call yet on Johns. He does stay in great position. There's the stall call. 20 seconds remains. .11 seconds left. You won't see Lemon stop working hard here. He's going to go in, tries for a shot. There's the stalling for one. Time's going to run out, though. 5-4 victory for Miles Johns of Newton. Congratulations to both young men. Miles John, 145-pound, 5A state champion. Right now, honored to be joined by Rick Bowden, former Kansas State High School Activities Association Director for Wrestling. We were told he retired last year, but I see him at the state tournament again. How are things going, Rick?
Retirement is good.
Is it?
Everybody that worked so hard all those working years, you can look forward to retirement.
That's great. Well, you look good. Although, like I said, you look
good.
retired, but a lot of people seem to be talking to you, asking you questions about the state tournament.
Yeah. I've been fortunate. I've been invited to help in Nebraska, where we moved to, by their director that handles wrestling on some things, and it's kept me actively involved in wrestling more so up there than back here in Kansas. But I enjoy it, so it lets me keep my hand involved in some stuff, and hopefully not create any problems.
Right. Have you had a chance to work with the Nebraska state tournament?
They had their individual state tournament last year. They do something up there that's I think a nice thing. They have observers that the state association lines up to go out and look at officials across the state and work with them on some mechanics and interpretation issues. And fortunate to get invited to help them at their state tournament doing the same thing last week. And so I enjoyed it.
Yep, that's something that we hear a lot about here. We don't currently have that system in place,
Right.
but there's been a lot of talk about it.
Yeah.
And, of course, Nebraska, I believe they do one state tournament.
They have everything in Omaha at that big CenturyLink Center, and a 3-day tournament, and all the kids are there. And there are a lot of talk, people asking me since they knew I was from Kansas about our setup and so forth. One of the challenges here in Kansas is, of course, that there isn't a venue like the Quest Center, and it's perhaps not so much the actual physical seating capacity for the crowd, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes, as you know, Ryan.
Right.
You got to have space for weigh-in, space for all the stuff that you bring down, and unfortunately, there just doesn't seem to be a facility here in the state of Kansas that can handle that size of an event.
Right. That's always been one of the big issues, and I still think we have a great product. Hartman Arena, they do an outstanding job.
They do. It's a great venue for the schools in this size classification. There's space available for people who want to sit down, and they're close to the mat, which as a former wrestling coach, you always like to have that crowd close to you and cheering the kids on, and it provides them with that. And, it was fortunate that we moved here last year, and it seemed to work out well last year and this year. And last year anyway, we had a lot of positive feedback from fans. So it's a good venue for these two classes.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to Gary Musselman earlier, and we were talking about this setup with the cameras and doing live streaming over the internet. He said we've had over 100,000 hits on this.
He was telling me that earlier today, and I wasn't. Of course, I'd retired from the staff before Gary was able to negotiate this package for the association, and I'm not quite sure all the intricacies involved in negotiations, nor am I capable to understand all the logistics of the cameras and everything. But when we have to move into this new technology age that we're in, and associations that don't move forward in that direction are just going to get further and further behind. So.
Yeah, absolutely. How's the golf game?
I don't play golf.
You don't?
No.
Oh, man. I thought that's what people did when they retired. Fishing? Anything?
No, some of them do. We're fortunate. My wife and I we moved to Nebraska simply we wanted to get closer to grandkids, and they're now 14 miles away instead of 3 hours away. And being an old farm kid, we're out in the country, so I get to do a lot of things that I grew up doing. And got up the other morning. There were about 50 deer out in my little acreage feeding themselves on my alfalfa crops. So I'm going to have to learn how to take up deer hunting, I think.
Well, I was going to say, I've recently taken that up once I got out of coaching, so if you really need any to the shot, if you need somebody to hunt deer, I could maybe come up and visit.
You've got an open invitation, Ryan, and bring 2 or 3 of your friends, because I'm here to tell you.
I'll have more friends now that you say that.
You could literally sit on our front and back porch, and those deer are not 30 yards away from you. They're not real big deer. The bucks don't have many points on their antlers, but it's good hunting. So you are invited anytime.
I appreciate that. Well, it's been an outstanding tournament. We're getting ready to award the medals in the 138-pound class. Appreciate you coming up here. And
you bet, Ryan.
I know a lot of your old friends from Goddard probably listening here. And
yeah, and I want to say, while I've got this chance, I didn't get to say this when you were still coaching there at Goddard and so forth, and officiating. Ryan, I really appreciated and respected all you did for the sport, not just the kids at Goddard High School, but for the sport of wrestling you did, and the role model you set for the young people that you work with. And I know that you're continuing that in your capacity now with the Goddard schools, and wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it. I was very fortunate to have a lot of good coaches and mentors, so thank you very much, and enjoy retirement.
We are. We're enjoying it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity to visit.
You bet.
Sixth place finishers, Class 5A, from Seaman, Jeff Garrison. And in Class 6A, from Blue Valley Northwest, Bryce Boyer. Fifth place finishers, Class 5A.
All right, awards presentation now. 138 pounds.
And in Class 6A, from Manhattan, Taylor Filchers. Fourth place finisher.
I'm going to wait and get caught up. I was trying to tell Mr. Bowden goodbye and apologize for that.
In Class 6A, from Kirby, Brady
All right. In sixth place, we had Logan Giorgio of Blue Valley Southwest. In fifth place in 5A, Jeff Garrison of Topeka Seaman. In fourth place, Wyatt Villers of Arc City. Third place, Garrett McEachern of Newton. In second place, Tommy Williams of St. Thomas Aquinas. And your state champion at 138 pounds, Brandon Charbonneau. We are now getting ready to start our 152-pound championship match. Representing Arc City Bulldogs, Tyler McMichael. He's a senior, 21-3. His opponent from Andover Central, Alex Bonts, a senior with a 38-1 record. McMichael will be in the gold singlet, and Bonts in the black and white. Action about to start here on the mat. Looks like Mark Richards will be the head official for this match, with Chad Harris as the assistant. You notice a lot of matches in the state tournament, they'll use 2 officials. Job of the assistant official is help watch the clock, make sure things start and stop correctly. They can look for a few things like bad starting position, locked hands, but ultimately it's the head official's job. If he has a question about something, he asks the assistant official. The assistant official is not recommended to say anything to the head official as far as if he thought that another call should have been made, unless the head official asked for that help. See on the 5A mat, a couple different body styles. You've got Bonts, short, compact, and then you've got McMichael, a little taller wrestler. It's one of the beauties of wrestling. Any kind of body style can be successful. It's a great sport for kids to get involved in. Bonts in on a shot. He takes McMichael to the mat. Takedown's given. Bonts has a 2-point advantage. 20 seconds remain in the first period. McMichael's trying to come to his feet. Bonts with the trip. Closing seconds of this period. And his time expires right before it did. Arc City's Tyler McMichael gets an escape. Going to go into the second period with Alex Bonts has a 2-point or a 1-point advantage. 2-1 the score. Bonts chooses to take bottom. McMichael covers. Bonts quickly to his feet, gets an escape. 3-1. Bonts. Action on the edge of the mat. Bonts trying to finish on the mat. He does. He's got 2. He's got a 5-1 advantage. Coach Buckby asked Mark Richards if he'll confer with Chad Harris about the call. Said he thought McMichael still limiting control. How he had his arm wrapped. Call remains. McMichael takes his position on bottom. Minute 17 left in this second period. Bonds covers. McMichael with an escape, 5-2. Minute 5 remaining in the second period. Bonds goes back to the middle of the mat, wants a little more room to work. Out of bounds, 36 seconds remain in the second period. 5-2 lead for Bonds of Andover Central. Ten seconds. Time expires. Going to go to the third period. Alex Bonds has a 3-point advantage. McMichael says he's going to go on bottom. Looks like there's a little blood on the face of McMichael. We'll get that cleaned up so he can return to action. Bonds covers, start of the third period. Michael tries to step over. They go out of bounds. Bont still riding. Minute 30 left in the regulation. He cuts McMichael. 3-5. Minute 24 remains in this third period. We're down to 50 seconds. Tough to penetrate on Bonds. He stays in really good position. And Michael's going to have to get more movement, probably create an angle so he can get a more open shot. Bonds in on another single leg. He's got it elevated. Michael tries to turn. Bonds scores the takedown. Cuts McMichael again. There's 23 seconds left. Bonds has a 3-point lead. Out of bounds with 17 seconds left. And McMichael really needs to look for something where he can go from feet to back, trying to get a couple near fall points. Time's ticking down. 1, and that's match. Another champion for Andover Central. Alex Bontz, a senior, finishes the year at 39-1, and your 152-pound 5A state champion.
State champion, 152 pounds from Andover Central, Alex Bontz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Class 6A champion at 152 pounds, from Old Lincoln North, Rory Howell.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 145-pound state medalists.
Now we're preparing for the awards for the 145-pound class.
Sixth place medalist, class 5A.
Sixth place
Liberal,
in 5A from Liberal, Iodel Brema.
6A. Shawnee Mission East, sixth place medalist, Jack Mitchell.
Class 5A, fifth place, Christian Service of Shawnee Mill Valley.
Wichita South, Devin Weber. Fourth place finishers.
Fourth place, Class 5A, from Ark City, Michael Helms.
Class 6A from Manhattan, Davis Matthews.
And in 5A, your third place finisher from Bishop Carroll High School,
5A,
Matt Ziegler.
Matt Ziegler. And in Class 6A from Lake North, Mike Wertz.
State runner-up for 5A at 145 pounds from Goddard, Lincoln Lemon. And your state champion at 145 pounds from Newton, Miles Johns.
With a record of 38-2, a runner-up last year, and this year's state champion, Miles Johns. At 6A state champion at 145 pounds, a sophomore with a record of 41-3 from Gardner, Edgerton, Dustin Williams.
And now taking the mat in class
45-pound state medalists.
5A, 160-pound championship from Topeka Seaman, Bryant Guillen, and his opponent from Goddard, Tyler Kemple. Tyler's a senior with a 28-4 record. Bryant Guillen, a junior with a 26-6 record.
From Goddard, Tyler Kemple. His opponent from Seaman, Bryant Guillen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Class 6A championship match at 160 pounds, match number 400. From Olathe Northwest, Connor Middleton. He is opponent from Shawnee Mission North, Cody Persa.
Action begins here on the 5A mat. Kemple from Goddard in white. Headlock right out of the gate. Gian Topeka Seaman. He's got an early 2-point lead, and he's going to have 3 near fall. Kemple's going to have to fight to get off his back here. He's trying to hook that leg. He'll try to bridge through it. If he can get that body locked, he can possibly reverse him and end up on top. What you don't want to do if you're the bottom man is let the top man get his hips perpendicular and belly down. Right there, it looks like Kemple's almost out, but nope, Gian keeps it. Kemple keeps fighting. Comes off his back, and he gets an escape. It's 5-1. Bryant Gian. Kemple with a takedown attempt. Gian hits with another headlock on the side of the mat, but they go out of bounds. Looks like now Kemple knows what to be aware of, but a guy with a good headlock can hit him from just about anywhere. All the young viewers out there, that's not the move you want to practice the most or the one you want to rely on the most. But when it's there, it's not a bad move. Kemple, nice little duck. He's got 2. It's a 5-3 match, 34 seconds remaining in the first period. Kemple's got good offense too. Dug himself a little bit of a hole. Gonna see if he can turn him. No near fall. Gian up on his feet, now it's 6-3. For the Topeka Seaman wrestler. There's 12 seconds left in this period as they go out of bounds. Five seconds remaining in the first. Kemple tries his duck again, doesn't work. It's going to be 6-3 for Bryant Gian going into the second period. He wins the coin toss. He defers. Kemple looks over to the corner. Coach Bean says, take your pick. He goes neutral. Wrestlers go out of bounds, minute 27. Both wrestlers have slowed it down a little bit here since the beginning of the match. Ian's trying for that headlock again. Kemple fights it off. Still 6-3, minute 5 remaining in this period. Kemple can throw as well. They go out of bounds, 56 seconds left in the second period. Down to 40 seconds left in the second period. Gian still with a 3-point advantage. Kemple from Goddard. He's in the white singlet. Guillen in the red. Guillen's got double underhooks, looking to jack that up. Maybe see if he can get another throw. Ten seconds left in the second period. Kemple looking to score here. Guillen fights it off. No points. They're going to go into the third period. Guillen takes bottom. Kemple comes around, tries to work the front headlock. Guillen with an escape. Can try to step in front for a throw. Coach Means asking Kemple to get moving a little bit more. He's got a good shot there. He's in on the leg. He can work a half. Get a turn there, but he still needs the takedown. There's the two. Looks like he's going to cut Guillen, but Guillen just turns and grabs the leg. Gets the escape. Got injury time, Kemple. Not sure what's wrong. He's been moving a little lethargically.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class 6A champion at 160 pounds, from Owington Northwest, Connor Middleton.
Looks like Kemple's getting ready to get back to his feet. He used about a minute of his injury time. Actually, right at a minute. He's down by 3. They're on their feet. Minute 17 left. A lot of time. Guillen in. He's got one leg. He's trying to elevate. Nice hit by Kemple, trying to knock him to his side. Looks like he may be trying to, oh, got a stalemate. Looks like Kemple's trying to maybe work for a side switch there. Got 56 seconds left. Guillen's got a front headlock to go to the edge of the mat. Action goes out of the mat. No takedown. 39 seconds remain in the third period. 8-5 advantage for Guillen of Topeka Seaman. There's a headlock for Kemple, but Guillen slips it. He's got a 10-5 advantage with 24 seconds left. Kemple's trying to hit a Peterson. He loses the arm. Now Guillen puts him to his back. 9 seconds left. 2, and there's a fall with 2 seconds left. your state champion at 160 pounds, a junior from Topeka Seaman, Bryant Guillen.
Please welcome the 152-pound state medal winners.
Sixth place medalist from Hayes at 152, Ethan Dettering, freshman. Fifth place in 5A from Emporia, junior Dylan Jackson. And fourth place in Class 5A at 152 pounds from Topeka Seaman, Dylan Cadis. Your third place finisher, Class 5A, 152 pounds, senior from Blue Valley, Trevor Hendrickson. State runner-up at 152 pounds from Ark City, Tyler McMichael. And 5A state champion at 152 pounds from Andover Central, senior Alex Bonts. This is Alex's second state title. Congratulations, Mr. Bonts. Job well done. Now we're getting ready to start our 170-pound championships. Coming to the mat from Goddard, senior Manny Capps. And his opponent from Hayes, a sophomore, Preston Weigel. Again, Preston's a sophomore, record of 38-1. Capps, a senior, 25-4. Both wrestlers wearing white. Weigel has a maroon and gold banner across his chest. Capps is wearing a red head or a blue headgear. Excuse me. Weigel takedown on the edge. He's up 2-0 with 1:33 remaining in the first period. Weigel working for a tilt. He's got near fall criteria met, it looked like. Yep, he did. 2-point near fall. Back into a tilt. Weigel definitely good at working those tilts. Another 2 points. He's built a 6-point lead, and he goes right back into another tilt. We're at 8-0, 45 seconds remaining in the first, and every time he gets his points, after he releases Capps, he goes right back into it. Now it's a 10-0 lead with just under 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Cap's going to have to find his way to his feet. Weigel is doing a great job of controlling his hips. It's a 14-point lead, and that's match 16-0 with 5 seconds remaining. Preston Weigel, a tilting machine. Great tournament for both guys. Preston Weigel is your state champion this year at 170 pounds. And remind you once again, if you'd like to order a copy of this DVD, you go to prepfilms.com. Hate to keep talking about that, but I'd hate for anyone to miss an opportunity that would like to order one of those. Going to step away from the microphone as the 6A championship continues on. There at the end of the first period with Reed from Wichita Heights leading by 4. Right now I'm joined by St. Thomas Aquinas state champion and freshman Isaac Dolgarian. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'd say you're doing pretty well. That was an outstanding tournament. What do you think?
I think I did all right.
Just all right?
I wrestled all right. I could have done a little better, but...
Yeah? How long have you been wrestling, Isaac?
Pretty sure this is my 8th year.
8th year?
Yep.
All right. And have you wrestled all your years in Kansas?
Yeah.
Yep, great. Well, what was the atmosphere like? What do you think when you're out in the middle of there, just two mats?
I find it better. Like, I like wrestling under pressure because the other guy feels pressure, but I don't really feel pressure. I'm a freshman coming in, so.
Absolutely. What do you plan on doing with your summer? Do you wrestle any freestyle or Greco?
Yep. I'll be going to Fargo again and hopefully winning that.
Nice goal. Have you All-American before?
Yeah, All-American last year in freestyle.
How'd you do?
I got 8th. But I wrestled the guy that won. I was the only guy that beat him in a period. So
nice.
We're all real close.
Well done. What do you want to do in the future? Do you want to wrestle in college? Do you want to continue on?
Hopefully I want to get a scholarship to Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, that's a great place to wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
John Smith.
Yep, John Smith. What do you think about St. Thomas's performance this weekend?
I think we did pretty good. We lost some matches that we should have won some matches that we should have lost. So.
Yeah. Got anybody back home that might be listening on this web streaming?
Maybe my uncle's somewhere.
Better say hi to them.
On the East Coast. Uncle Keith and Marcus King, they'll probably be watching.
That's excellent. Well, congratulations, young man. Going to be getting ready to try for your second state title next year.
Yeah.
Probably going to set that goal for being one of the four-timers like Bo Purcell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. You did an outstanding job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, that was freshman Isaac Dolgarian of St. Thomas Aquinas. Very humble young man, as a lot of state champion wrestlers are. They know it takes a lot of hard work, and it's a group effort to get to this point.
Gentlemen, your Class 6A champion, the 170 pounds, from Wichita Heights, Matt Reed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 160-pound state event license.
Now we're getting ready for the 160-pound awards presentation. Sixth place, 5A at 160 pounds. From Hayes, junior Kyler Myers.
And in 6A,
In 5th place, from St. Thomas Aquinas, Ben Ewing. In Class 5A, 4th place, Noel Torres of Emporia. Third place, 160 pounds from our Kansas City, Trey Dice.
And in Class 6A from Dodge City, Jacob Eggers. State runner-up in Class 5A.
State runner-up in Class 5A from Goddard, Tyler Kemple.
State runner-up Class 6A from Shawnee Mission North, Cody Carson.
And your state champion at 160 pounds from Topeka-Sema, Bryant Guillen.
State medalist, a junior from Seaman with a record of 27-6, Bryant Gillen. And state champion Class 6A at 160 pounds from Lathan Northwest, a senior with a record of 41-1, our returning state champion, Connor Middleton. Ladies and gentlemen, the 160-pound state medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, championship match, Class 5A, 182 pounds. This is match number 408. From Shawnee Heights, Nick Mack. His opponent from Andover, Hunter Weddington.
Ladies and gentlemen, Class 6A, championship match at 182 pounds on match number 408. From Manhattan, Trey Campbell. His opponent from Lawrence, Reese Wright Conklin.
Now wrestling on the 5A state championship mat at 182 pounds, Nick Meck of Shawnee Heights and Hunter Weddington of Andover. Weddington comes out with a quick takedown, Meck back on his feet, 2-1. Meck in on the shot. He gets 2, and they go out of bounds. Wrestling continues, minute 28 left in the first. Meck's in the light blue, singlet. Weddington in the blue and silver. Wrestlers go out of bounds. Looks like Weddington may have a little blood. During this blood timeout, I'm gonna sit and talk to Jonathan Peterson of Hutchinson, formerly 5A, so we know there's gonna be some fans here, and then he's gonna go talk to the 6A microphone right after this. Jonathan, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Not a bad day to be a wrestler, huh?
Oh, no, not at all.
So you came into the state championships with how many wins or matches?
4 matches altogether.
Outstanding, and you end up winning a state title for Coach Garcia and Hutchinson.
Yep.
So how high are you riding right now?
I'm feeling so relieved right now.
What do you plan to do next year?
I want to attend a college that has wrestling, but I'm undecided about the college, so.
Well, I guarantee you're going to have more options after your performance this year. What's Coach Garcia have to say about your performance?
Oh, he didn't really say much. He just said I wrestled good and smart and stepped it up a little bit today.
Yeah, Coach Garcia is one of my favorite people. He helped me as a head coach. Many times I watched him, and I just admire what he's done with the young men, and you're definitely a great byproduct of what he does and what you've done for yourself, as well as, everybody else that's been involved in your wrestling career. I'd like to congratulate you. I know you're going to go down and talk to the 6A microphone here. Just want to say again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and that's Jonathan Peterson from Hutchinson. Back on the 5A mat, action continues. Meck of Shining Heights with the 3-2 advantage, 35 seconds remaining in the first period.
All 170-pound medalists please report to the arena floor.
Nick Meck's a junior with a 37-2 record. Hunter Weddington, a senior, a 37-4 record. Five seconds left in this first period. Time expires, 3-2. The cheers you're hearing from the 6A mat. Reese Wright Conklin from Lawrence gets a pin beginning of the second period for his state championship this year. We've got a 4-2 match here on the 5A championship mat. Nick Meck, 2-point advantage. His coach is asking for the takedown. He gets it. Now he's got a 6-2 advantage. Minute and a half remaining in the second period. Weddington got that front leg. Looks like Meck's trying to get a cradle, but they come to a stalemate with a minute 12 left in the second period. Weddington's on bottom, gets set. Meck covers. Meck's got a leg in, getting a little high. Weddington's coach is telling him shake him off, try to get out that back door. He's trying to reach for that head, seeing if he can pull Meck underneath. 35 seconds left in the second period. Meck still in the advantage position. .15 seconds left in the period. Meck still in control. Now he bails out. Weddington with a reversal. Gets that reversal with about 10 seconds left in this period. But Meck still scrambling. 2 seconds. 1. No change. We've got a 6-4 advantage for Nick Meck of Shawnee Heights. Weddington's choice. He takes bottom. Both men have to be exhausted after that last exchange. Looks like they may just be sitting there, but that's a lot of energy being exerted. Weddington back to his feet. Meck drops to a leg. Weddington locks through the crotch. Stalemate. Now if that same thing happens again, and Meck drops to a leg, don't be surprised if you see a stall warning. Most officials will let you do that one time. Now they give Meck a caution for improper starting position. Back to his feet. Weddington. Meck doesn't try to return him. They're going to hit him for stalling. There it is. Meck returns into the mat, but that is his first stalling call. The next one would be a point. Weddington hustles back to the middle of the mat. Meck gets up, turns. Throws the legs in there. It's a tough position again. Weddington's looking to shake him off and come out the back. And he can crawl up to the head, maybe sink in a half. That's better position, but nope, Meck gets him flattened out. Just under a minute remains in this third period. A lot of the Andover crowd around me, so you're going to hear them. They're asking for a stall call. Weddington turns. 40 seconds remain. Terry Orvis, the official, calls stalemate. 31 seconds left in this third period. That's his second false start. One more will cost him a point as well. Looked like there might have been a locked hands. Now if Meck doesn't move up off that ankle, they're going to stop it and give him a stall call, and that's a point, and there it is. However, Terry did not stop it. Normally the top man is called for stalling. They stop it. Weddington got 9 seconds to get a point. And that's the match. Both men exhausted. Your 182-pound state champion from Shawnee Heights, Nick Meck.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Class 5A champion, 182 pounds, from Shawnee Heights, Nick Meck.
Outstanding effort by both men. Hunter Weddington, nothing to hang his head about. He fought every second of that match. Outstanding tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 170-pound state medal winners.
Now we're ready for a 170-pound awards presentation. In sixth place, Class 5A, from Newton, freshman Jared Langley. Fifth place, from Valley Center, senior Silas Hopper. In fourth place, from Kansas City Turner, Tyler Kruskamp, your fourth place medalist. And your third place medalist, Johnny Purse of St. Thomas Aquinas. Your state runner-up at 170 pounds, senior from Goddard, Manny Capps. And your 170-pound state champion, sophomore from Hayes High School, Preston Weigel.
Two-time state medalist Preston Weigel. State champion by 6'8".
Congratulations all of the 5A state medalists at 170 pounds. Nice tournament.
Two-time state champion from Wichita Heights, Matt Reed.
Getting ready for the 195-pound championship match. It's going to put Preston Solomon, a senior from Andover Central, up against Newton's junior Dylan Archer. Solomon's got a 24-11 record. Archer a 31-3 record.
Dylan Archer.
Class 6A championship match at 195 pounds. Match number 412. From Manhattan, Dice Bugs. He is opponent from Wichita High's Ulysses DeShazer.
Steve Herman will be the head official on this mat. Archer in the black with gold. Preston Solomon. Singlet's more black and white. Little gold trim there too, but Solomon in on a leg. Archer trying to fight it off. Sinks in a half. No points yet. Now there's two for Archer. Kind of a side-by-side locked up. Couldn't turn him with it. Solomon with the escape. Minute 30 left in the first period. 2-1 advantage for Archer. Solomon in, but Archer snakes around behind. Maybe got a little high there. Solomon with the takedown. Steve Herman stops for potentially dangerous once they go to the mat like that. Want to protect the knee of Archer. 3-2 advantage, Solomon. Archer to his feet, but Solomon returns him. .48 seconds remain in the first period. Solomon of Andover Central has a 1-point lead. Archer back to his feet. 35 seconds left in the period. Looking for that escape. He gets it. They're tied, 3-3. Ten seconds remain in the first period. Second period's going to begin. Archer's going to take bottom after Solomon defers. Archer gets to his feet, spins. Solomon picks the leg. Escape for Archer. Minute 30 remains in the second period. Dylan Archer of Newton with a 1-point lead. Solomon shoots in. Steps out of bounds. Still neutral. Solomon in again on a single leg. Looking for a finish. Archer tries a little back trip. Solomon spins around for two. He takes a 5-4 lead with 50 seconds left in the second period. Archer with the reversal. .30 seconds left in the second period. Dylan Archer of Newton up by 1. .10 seconds in this period. Still 6-5. Dylan Archer with the lead. Got blood time right now for Solomon. Hear the excitement over on the 6A mat while there's this blood time. Got a rematch of last week's finals in Derby. Manhattan versus Heights. 0-0 in the beginning of the third period over there. We're getting ready to begin the third period. Close match here. Dylan Archer leads Solomon of Andover Central by 1. And as I say that, Solomon with an escape. Ties it up. Solomon's got a great shot, gets in on the leg. Archer has a good, solid defense.
Wrestlers, your attention, please. 170-pound medalists.
They go out of bounds in a scramble. Still tied at 6, minute 31 remaining in the regulation. Down to a minute 10 in the third period. Still tied. Solomon with the shot. Archer tries to counter. No change. Minute left in this period. Archer in on a shot. Gets it picked up. They're near the edge. Solomon's in pretty good position, but Archer finishes. He takes an 8-6 lead with 40 seconds remaining as they go out of bounds. Solomon with the escape. 33 seconds left. Archer of Newton has a 1-point lead. These two have been exchanging shots right and left. It's been a great match. .15 seconds left. Archer's starting to circle. Eight seconds remain. And time expires. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Archer is your state champion at 195 pounds. It was an outstanding match by both of these wrestlers. A lot of excitement. Congratulations to both young men on their accomplishments this year. And Dylan Archer goes over and gives Coach Wilson a big hug. Gives both coaches a hug. Preston Solomon comes up and at both of his coaches, encouraging him. Everybody knows that was an outstanding effort by this senior. with a number of his teammates and everybody coming up to talk to him, give him hugs. You can tell he is a very well-respected member of that Andover Central team. Dylan Archer's walking off. He's got a huge smile on his face. Giving Coach Thaw a little hug there, too. Now we're ready for the 182-pound awards presentation. One thing I'm pretty sure of here is that all of the awards presentation music has been around for at least 20 years. Maybe it's time somebody comes up with a little more exciting awards presentation music. All right. Sixth place goes to Arc City's Dylan Cox at 182. Fifth place goes to junior from Valley Center, Luke Weldon. Fourth place in 5A, Dalton Rod of Andover Central. And third place at 182 pounds from Salina South, senior Brady Munch. Your 182-pound state runner-up from Andover, senior Hunter Weddington. And your 182-pound state champion in Class 5A from Shawnee Heights, Nick Meck. And now we're getting ready for our 220-pound championship. Just two left to crown. Coming to the mat, we have senior from Cape and Mount Carmel, 46-0 record, Luke Bean. His opponent from Hayes at a 38-2 record, Cash Driley. A couple of exciting wrestlers here. Luke Bean's about as intense of a big guy as I've ever seen out on the mat. But Cash Driley's ready to go. Cash Driley in the white singlet, Bean in the black. Nice snap.
Class 5A, fourth place, 125.5 points, Andover Central. Third place, 130.5 points, Goddard. Second place, 143.5 points, Newton. And in first place,
Bean in on a shot, gets his two, works his way up.
153.5 points, Arkansas City. Class 6A,
Off the mat, minute 11 left.
Fourth place,
Luke Bean, 2-point lead in this first period.
118.5 points, Lawrence. Second place, 152.5 points, Wichita Heights. And in first place, class 6A,
Bean throws in the legs. Going to try to stretch Driley out. Bean working that power half. He's going to bar that far arm, get out there and try to crank it over. Driley fighting hard. Dean getting out there trying to run it over. He's got the turn. He's got near fall. He's got 11 seconds if he's going to get the pin here in the first period. Driley's still bridging hard. And the pin is called. Luke Bean, he is your 220-pound state champion in Class 5A. Finishes the season 47-0. For those of you interested in the Class 6A team rankings, right now Lawrence is in third place. And they just took him off the scoreboard as I started to talk. I do know Manhattan is in first place. And I believe Wichita Heights was in second place.
Jumping at 220 pounds, from Leavenworth, Lakeland Butler.
Please welcome the 195.
And now we're ready to award the 195-pound medalists. In sixth place, Class 5A from Lansing, Lytton Vanderwerf. And in fifth place in Class 5A at 195 pounds, from Shawnee Heights, Shannon Meck. In fourth place, from Salina South, junior Tanner O'Donnell. And third place, from Valley Center, junior Chad Blair. And your runner-up from Class 5A from Andover Central, Preston Solomon. And now, your state champion at 195 pounds from Newton, a junior with a 32-3 record, Dylan Archer. To remind everybody one last time, if you'd like to buy a copy of the championship, the 5A or 6A state tournament, you can go to prepfilms.com. Now we get ready for the heavyweight championship. Zach Callahan, senior from Mill Valley, taking on Eric Mason, the senior from St. Thomas Aquinas. Mason wearing the white with pinstripes. Callahan in the silver. Out of bounds, minute 13 remaining in this first period. Mason came into this match with a 37-1 record. Callahan, 37-5. .50 seconds remain in this first period. .30 seconds left. No score. Callahan tries to drag by. Mason keeps stalking him. Back to the middle with 10 seconds left in the first period. First period ends 0-0. Mason's choice, he elects to take bottom. Mason escapes. First point of the match. Action stop, minute 22 left. Chuck Reiner's going to have a little talk to them, tell them make sure they stand in control. Good sportsmanship. They shake hands, back in action. Minute 20 left in the second period. Minute remains in the second period. Mason of St. Thomas Aquinas with a 1-point lead. Off the mat with 35 seconds remaining. Callahan tries to snap to a front headlock. Mason controls the hands. Period ends. Mason with the 1-point lead. Callahan takes bottom. Mason to the ankle. Callahan spins, and he gets the escape. 1-1 with a minute 48 left in the third period. Minute 20 left. Out of bounds. Not a whole lot of shots been attempted, but you don't see that very often with the big guys. Out of bounds again. It's like technical violation. They're giving Mason the point. I don't know if he led with the head. Most of the time that would be a unnecessary roughness call or unsportsmanlike, but like I said, there may be something that Chuck saw. I can't see from way up here. Might have grabbed the headgear. It looks like he might be explaining to coach. You twist that headgear. That would be a technical violation. And this official's been at it a long time. He knows a lot more about what he's doing than I do. Regardless, we've got a 2-1 lead for Mason of St. Thomas Aquinas with 44 seconds remaining in the third period. Remember, after this match, we'll stick around and we're going to award 220-pound medalists and 285-pound medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Class 6A champion, 285 pounds, from Topeka.
9 seconds remaining in the match. Mason of St. Thomas Aquinas. He's got that 1-point lead. Callahan's going to go after him, it looks like. Mason gets called for his first foul warning. Callahan takes his desperation shot. Mason covers, and he's your 2012 5A state champion. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 220-pound state medalists.
Right now we're ready for the 220-pound medal presentations. Sixth place
220 pounds.
at 220 pounds from Newton, Raymond Gallegos.
Junction City, Daniel Posey.
In 5A, your fifth place medalist from Valley Center, senior Garrett Foster. And in fourth place from Shawnee Heights, Tyson Telks. Third place at 220 pounds from Topeka Seaman, A.J. Brown. Your state runner-up at 220 pounds from Hayes, senior Cash Driley. And your state champion, senior from Cape and Mount Carmel, 47-0, Luke Bean.
Class 6A state champion, 220 pounds, a junior with a record of 42-1. A two-time state champion from Leavenworth, Nathan Butler. The 220-pound state medalists.
Ladies and gentlemen, still waiting for an update on team scores, and we're going to do the presentation of the 285-pound medals. And here come the 285-pound medalists. In sixth place from Andover Central, senior Matt Hendrickson. In Class 5A, fifth place goes to Newton's Garrett Lee. Fourth place from Topeka Seaman, Dylan Hall. Your third place medalist from Goddard High School, Tyler Woodruff. And the state runner-up at 285 pounds, Class 5A, senior from Shawnee Mill Valley, Zach Callahan. And your state champion at 285 pounds, senior from St. Thomas Aquinas, 38-1, Eric Mason.
State champion, Class 6A, 285 pounds. Undefeated record of 31-0 from Topeka, returning state medalist Bill Geary.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Well done.
Now
Now we'll be preparing for the trophy presentation for top 3 teams.
All mat workers, please report. Coaches, please remember to turn in your KSHSAA Coach of the Year.
I'd like to thank anybody that's still out there listening for joining us. Fox Sports Midwest coverage of the Kansas State 5 and 6A championships at Hartman Arena. As we announced earlier, over 100,000 people joined this webcast to see some exciting wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, now time to award the team trophies for third, second, and first place in each class. And ask for each class to please line up along their respective mats. The third place trophy in class 5A.
Third place in class 5A.
130 and a half
team points.
Goddard.
Goddard High School Lions.
And the third
Head
place
coach
in class
Brett
6A,
Means.
118 and a half points goes to Lawrence.
Third place in 6A, Lawrence High School.
Second place trophies. Team trophy, second place. Class 5A.
Second place in class 5A, 147 and a half points.
Newton.
The Newton Railers, coached by Jude Wilson.
Class 6A. Second place team trophy. 152 and a half points.
Second
Wichita
place.
Heights.
In 6A, Wichita Heights. And your 2012 5A
State championship.
Kansas State champions.
Class 5A. Finishing with
153 and a half team points.
Kansas City.
Ark City. Coach Buckby, head coach. And your champions
Class 6A. State championship team trophy.
in Class 6A, coached by Robert Gonzalez with 165 points. Manhattan High School. Congratulations to all the teams that took part in this event. And thank you all for joining us on Fox Sports Midwest.
Thank you for your attendance this year. Have a safe and pleasant evening and be very careful on your way home. Attention, please. Jay Means to the head table. Jay Means to the head table. Your attention, please. We need someone from Blue Valley High School. Someone from Blue Valley, please come to the head table on the west end of the arena floor.